Today, I want to show you my favorite portable MIDI controller, the Synido TempoKey W25. But before we get into it, let's go ahead and shout out today's patron, and that shout out goes to Make Mistakes. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. Okay, right off the rip, Synido did sponsor this video, but if you've been watching my channel for the past, I want to say like 6 months, probably more than that now at this point, then you'd know that I've been using the TempoKey W25 pretty regularly, at least from what you've seen on camera. But I have been really enjoying this thing. It's become my favorite portable MIDI controller. And today I just want to talk about 3 of those reasons. It's got many more features than I'm going to talk about, and I'm sure Synido would love me to talk about those too. But truth be told, I haven't really used a lot of other features. I have not used the arpeggiator. I don't use the wireless Bluetooth MIDI really, which yeah, it does have, and that's pretty cool, especially if you're like an iPad musician. You can just take this keyboard and there you go. Not my thing at all. No, instead I'm going to tell you about my 3 favorite features, the things that really set this apart for me and why I like it, why it's become my favorite portable MIDI controller. One reason that doesn't directly apply to me, because I didn't pay for it myself, is the price. I really like the price on this thing. It is less than $200 US. I've seen the price fluctuate. In fact, I just checked Amazon. I want to say it's like $150 US right now, which is pretty cool. There is also a discount code in the description, courtesy of Synido, that's going to get you 10% off. And it's also going to let Synido know that they didn't waste their money by paying me to make this video. So if you do order one and you use that code, well, I super appreciate it. Now, you'll notice that we are sitting next to the Woof box right here. And that's because these two, I have found, pair extremely well together. You might notice a distinct lack of wires, really, for this setup. And that actually ties into 2 of the 3 reasons why I have really fallen in love with this thing. The first reason is that it's completely battery powered. It has an internal battery that Synido claims goes for about 5 hours. I haven't tested it yet, but I know I've gotten over 4. So I'd imagine that the 5-hour claim is probably accurate within reason. Synido's battery claim on the TempoPad C16 was also pretty accurate, so I have no reason to believe this one is not. Woofbox, also battery powered. That's the first thing that makes this a great pairing. Now, the next thing I love about the TempoKey W25 is the I/O, and specifically the physical 3.5mm MIDI out. I know that's not crazy. A lot of MIDI controllers, even in this price range, have physical either 5-pin or TRS MIDI out, but I can't think of any that also combo physical MIDI out with a built-in battery. That right there, I think, sets this thing apart, especially at its price point, and makes it a really attractive option for anyone looking for a portable MIDI controller. Of course, it also does have that wireless capability. Again, not really applicable to me, at least right now. But yeah, physical MIDI out plus internal battery is pretty dang cool. It's also got physical MIDI in and physical MIDI through, which is something that you don't see a ton in gear at this price point. And then it's got USB Type-C for charging, as well as MIDI and data transfer, and a full 1/4-inch sustain pedal jack. Very handy indeed. So yeah, combining the built-in battery with the physical MIDI out means that this is a fully standalone setup, just like this. This cable here is going to my audio interface, but if I were out and about, this would simply be headphones. There you go. This is the whole setup. This is one, admittedly a little too long, 3.5mm cable. That's the setup. However, the TempoKey W25 doesn't stop there. It has an additional superpower. This lets you program it on board, on the device, without the need to plug into a computer and use a companion app. Now, there is indeed a companion app, and you can use it to program this device, on a big screen and all that all at once, but you don't have to. You can simply hold down this orange main knob here, and then either wiggle any of these encoders, tap any of these buttons, or press any of these pads, and you'll instantly get access to all of the things that they can do. The pads can actually send MIDI note numbers, CC messages, or program change messages. The encoders can send CC messages, as can these buttons right here. And then, of course, you do have a 2-octave mini keyboard, and you can change the channel of that by just holding Shift and using the channel knob right there. It also has quick transpose and octave jump buttons. And those sounds that you are hearing are coming from the Woof box. It's really that simple of a setup. But anyway, the ability to program things on board means that I can continuously play around with different settings and different parameters across many pieces of gear. If you saw my Roland S1 MIDI video just a few videos ago, you actually saw me bust out the TempoKey W25 and I believe set this knob right here to filter cutoff. Now as you can see here, it's not doing anything on the Woof box, so let's go ahead and program this knob to control the filter cutoff of the Woof box. And I want to say that is number 74. So we'll go right there. There we go. Yeah. Now it's controlling the filter cutoff. Gone are the days of having to plug in your controller to the computer, go through a companion app, update, send the control schemes back and forth. No, none of that. You just do it on board the device. Let's take a look over here. I've got pad number 1 set to MIDI CC 80. And on the Woof box, what that does is trigger the play button. I can also hold down this button here to simulate pressing the volume knob. And if I'm in the right octave, we can see I'm jumping tracks. Now I'm on the kick track, right? Now, if I hold down this pad right here, that's going to represent the right button. Now I have access to my sequencer steps, and I know I want to go right there. Now, just like that, we're jamming, right? We've got our kick drum laid down. I can even scroll left and right on the value knob with these two buttons right here. So as you can see, the Woof box has very flexible MIDI mapping, but the Synido TempoKey W25 has even more flexible assigning. I can do this with any of these pads. I could even have these buttons up here contribute. It's just so easy. It's like no fuss, it just works. So let's hold this button here, which is the value button, and we're gonna go to the bass track, which is right here. One, two, three, four. All right, my timing wasn't the best, that's okay. Now if I hold right and press value, I can actually get to my subtext menus here, or contextual menus as they're called, and I can quantize the pattern right there, right on board. Let's go to a different track. Let's go to our lead track. Here we go. Yeah. See how simple it is? It's just the easiest thing with these two to start jamming. Now you might be thinking, okay, well, what if you use one piece of gear a lot, you've got a setup mapped up that you like, and then you switch to a different piece of gear? Do you have to memorize the different CCs and then change them back later? No, you don't. And that's because the pads here, as well as the knobs here, both actually have two different bank slots. They have bank A and bank B. So let's go ahead and show that off really quick here. Look at how easily I'm going to switch from the Woof box to the Roland S1, just like that. Yeah, just like that. Now we're controlling the S1. So let's go to knob bank B here, and let's pull up the S1's MIDI implementation chart and program something else. Let's do MIDI CC 21, which is going to be the sub-oscillator level. So you'll really be able to tell if it's working or not. Let's go right here, and we will go 21. Okay. But let's put something here on this knob, because remember, we had this controlling the Woof box on knob bank A. So if we go to knob bank B here, let's set this to CC80, which is going to control the polyphony mode of the S1. Okay, so starting off, it should be in monophonic mode, meaning one note at a time. Yep. Now we're in unison mode. Now, polyphonic mode. And finally, chord mode. God, this thing sounds so cool. Yeah, I want monophonic. But if I push the knob bank button again to go to bank A, we will see that we're back on CC74, which again was the filter cutoff for the Woof box. So I hope my message is coming across clear in this video. The TempoKey W25 isn't like the greatest MIDI controller of all time, but what it is a collection of, at least for me, 3 incredibly useful and practical features that I don't see combined on really any other MIDI controller, let alone one in this price point. Once more, those 3 features are the built-in battery power. Again, this is just MIDI. We're running off a built-in battery. And yeah, feature number 2, still has physical MIDI output via TRS, and you could easily adapt this to 5-pin. In fact, it comes with an adapter if you need it. And then third is that incredibly awesome ability to program things on board the device without the need for a companion app. Let's change this one to 22, which is going to be our sub-oscillator type, which is actually a deep dive menu option on the S1. Turn that delay and reverb off. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Again, remember, we still have our level adjust down here. So there you have it. 3 features why the Synido TempoKey W25 has become my favorite portable MIDI controller. Its beauty is in its simplicity. 9 knobs, 8 pads, 2 octaves of keys, the ability to have 2 different banks for your knobs and your pads, built-in internal battery power while still not sacrificing physical MIDI I/O, even over 3.5mm TRS, and the ability to program all of those knobs and pads on the device itself. All at a pretty affordable price point, if you ask me. So yeah, thank you to Synido for sponsoring this video. Thank you to them for sending me this. I think it was honestly like 7 or 8 months ago at this point. This has become a pretty staple piece of gear for me now. And yeah, I really enjoy it. It's got the fun purple color, if that's your thing, kind of goofy. A little bit of personality to it, which I like. I like the orange accents. Thanks to all of you for hearing me out. I've just really been enjoying this keyboard, and I'm honored that Synido was down to pay me to talk more about it. You have definitely not seen the last of it here on the channel, especially as we move into Freebeat live mode here in the future. I'm imagining having a battery-powered MIDI controller with physical I/O and the ability to customize it on board is going to be crucial as I'm testing different pieces of gear, moving things in and around and all over the place. Yeah, we're getting into Freebeat Live mode, and I hope you're excited because this year's gonna be a big one. Anyway, I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out that discount code linked in the description if you are interested in the TempoKey W25. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.